Leo, welcome to your June 2020 reading. Welcome to Danielle, Spiritual Visionary. Here we go. So, as a psychic medium, I do get messages before I actually start these readings. And I want to say that the message I started doing it the other day and I got heart pangs. And when I say heart pangs, it's like something's been hitting your heart. And then this morning while I was setting up, because you're first off this morning on this morning's group of readings that I'm doing, so I did get the word diatribe was coming to me. So when I looked up the meaning, it means a forceful and bitter verbal attack. So I feel like with the heart pangs and the diatribe that you've been receiving, now I'm hearing what you give is good as you get. So let me just decipher all that firstly. So we'll go with the heart pangs first. So for most of you, there's been someone with some diatribe that has been hurting your feelings and your sensitivity. And the lioness and the lion within you is now starting to really hit home. And I feel like you're starting to give as good as you get. And that's a good thing. So I'm glad that I cleared that up. Some of you have been a bit, I don't know if the word's diatribic, but some of you have been using diatribe towards others, only a very minute few of you. And I feel like it's because you've been pushed to your limit. You've been pushed to your limit with people and the way they treat you. So the word diatribe, go and look it up, the definition, if you want to get a clearer picture in your own head as a visual of what it means. So you can go and have a look at how it works for you. So how I have been doing these readings, they're a general reading. However, I find that there's love in them as well. So the love and the general come and coincide with each other at points. So please be aware of that. Also, what I say, you were drawn to watch this for a reason, and there will be something in here that resonates, whether you want to hear it or not, and whether it's me or any other reader that you watch. Okay, so be aware of that. Something will always resonate with you because you are drawn here for a reason. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick shuffle. I've already pre-shuffled. I just want to have a quick shuffle for you because I feel like you've been, the cards have been laid out in front of you, like you've been shown the cards. However, you're like, I don't like those cards. So we put them back in and we've shuffled them again, okay? And I feel like that's that fire in you, like the fire sign in you, that now you want to find a way within the world that we're going into. So June for you is coming out of like the end of May, that reading that I did, and going to June. June is the end of the financial year. It is where the world is going to start to move again, and it will never be, it'll be in the new norm, but it's going to lead you in card hostility. See, so there's that diatribe and those heart pangs, caring connections, and that's the heart chakra. I think. Hang on, seventh. Oh, your crown chakra. Sorry, I was upside down. I was reading it backwards. So the hostilities, I feel. So the caring connection. These cards have come up together today. So what I'm finding and feeling and thinking and knowing, like it's all of the above with this, is for those of you in relationships, it's been your partner that's had the diatribe, and there's been some cranky words between you. And I feel like it's, I want to say that it's just a little ickle-pickledy thing. It's not even anything major in most cases, okay? The ones where it's been in the most cases, we'll move on from that in a minute. But the first one, the ones that are little minute, little niggly things that really don't deserve that much effort and that much energy. However, you're finding that you want to move forward and that your partner isn't. They are not moving forward. And Leo relationships, I feel like there's a bit of a clash of the titans at the moment too. and it's you have one way to go and they have one way to go, and you both have the same vision, but it's worked differently to get to where it needs to go. So there needs to be compromise, okay, for those of you in relationships. Those of you that are with relationships on the rocks, and there's, I'm going to say 10% of you, you guys need to make a decision either way. June is your time to really evaluate whether you want to go forward for the rest of the year and the rest of your life with this person. Sometimes things can't be saved, and that's okay. And this isolation period has been a time of coming into your own as sorts. You've had the isolation, you've had time together, more time together than you would normally have. And I feel like some of you are really over the, we'll say, bullshit of it all. Some of you are really over the bullshit of it all, and you really need to make that definitive decision of whether you want to stay there or not, because um, you have a lot of love to give someone, and you deserve the love that you give out to other people. Okay, the crown chakra, that's your intuition, and it's what you're receiving in your, like, message wise. So sometimes there's a father figure here, whether it's a grandfather, whether it's your father, whether it's an uncle that was like a father. There is definitely a father figure around you in spirit, and these father figures for you guys are giving you the messages that you need to hear. And some of the times you don't want to hear it, okay? You don't want to hear it. Just like when you watch one of these and one of us is saying, whoever you're watching, and one of us is saying something you don't want to hear, and we're all the same. We sometimes we don't want to hear things, and that's okay, but you need to listen. Okay, now is the time to listen. June is your time to make those decisions intuitively and listen to the messages you're getting. For those single, let me pull another card for the single ladies and the single men. And there you go, your sacral chakra. That's down, in your sexual passions and feeling alive again. I feel like some of you have felt a bit dead down there. Sorry for the want of a better word, but I feel like some of you have felt a bit dead down there, and it's time to reignite that. And to reignite that means to love yourself, to do things that where you love yourself, where you make an effort to do what it is that makes you happy. Only you can make you happy before someone else can come in and make you happy. Okay, Leo? Daughter romance. Whoop, whoop. And for those of you in relationships as well, this is for everybody. Whether you're in that relationship that's on the way out, or whether you're in that with the niggly, romance still needs to blossom, and you still need to feel like you're loving yourself. So my throat's starting to go. So you need to voice some of you need to voice how you're feeling to your partner, and some of you need to voice to yourself. The single ladies and gentlemen need to say to yourselves, what am I doing wrong? What can I do better to better myself, to love myself, to feel beautiful and handsome myself, to help other people to want to be around me and want to be in my presence and to love me like I love them. And that all it is listening to the messages that you're receiving. If you get an idea in your head out of the blue that says go and change your hair color, or go for a walk because it'll get your endorphins going and you'll feel better about that, something that makes you feel good and feel sexy. Do things that make you feel sexy. Eat the foods that remind you of times when you are feeling sexy. I can't think of a few myself, but I'm thinking of like things that make me feel good, and I love fresh prawns and champagne. That to me is like a feel good emotion. I don't need to have much of it. I just need to have some, okay, to make me feel better, put me in a better going on for yourself. Everybody has some sort of financial constraint at the moment, but we're all going to be fine. Okay, in the long run, humanity is going to be fine, and you're going to be fine too. Okay, see that gold in there in this cupboard? It's like when you open and the moths fly out of your wallet. That saying, it's like that kind of thing. But there's gold in this, not moths. Okay, it's not empty. There is still something there. There's substance there. There's still gold there. So don't stress about money. Okay, and at the 11th hour, you will always be looked after. Always. So that's all I have for you today. But I really want you to love yourselves again. I want you to take the diatribe out of your life, whether it's you or somebody else. Okay. I want you to talk to those of you in relationships, make decisions. For those of you that aren't, that are single, that are looking, and there are a lot of you out there single and looking, you need to find where you love yourself and feel good about loving yourself, okay? Because you deserve to be loved as much as you love somebody else, okay? I will see you next time I'm looking at you. You take care. Oh, if you want to book a reading, I do private readings too. Sorry, it's in my description box. So please go there. Please like, share, and describe for anybody. Subscribe, not describe. Well, you can describe it too, whatever. Please feel free. I would love that. Thank you. I'll see you next time.